Afternoon, everyone. My speech today is about refugee resettlement process in the United States. And in the speech, I'll talk about three key issues, which include refugee admission process, refugee resettlement in the United States, and refugees' contribution to the community. According to the UN, the 1995 United Nations Convention on a refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape from war, persecution, and natural disaster. In order to receive official refugee status in a country of asylum, there is a process which is self-explanatory on my chart here. Refugee who will benefit from the refugee process are those who ran away from the country on founded fear of persecution, or for race, or for religion, or issue of nationality and social group affiliation, or also political opinion. The Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, is usually responsible for awarding refugees refugee status. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, which is UNHCR, refer only about 1% of all refugees for resettlement in the third country. So only when all efforts to either help refugees return home or settle permanently in the country of asylum, and then the last resort will be finding a third country for the refugees. So again, looking at our chart here, we'll see the whole process, how it goes, all the procedures, and that I'm going to explain in my speech now. So refugee resettlement in the United States, detailed information on all refugees approved for resettlement in the United States is sent to the Refugee Data Center, which is RDC. That's in New York, and then RDC match refugees with one of the 11 voluntary agencies that provide reception and placement for refugees coming in the United States. So in order to ensure that all refugees understand that everyone living in America is expected to be self-sufficient, and that no refugees should be an undue burden to the American society, he or she must complete several additional steps before traveling to the United States. These activities are undertaken concurrently and can take from 2 months or up to 2 years to complete. So this process includes assurance process, medical clearance, and security clearance, and also cultural orientation. The assurance process is the American Resettlement Organization must assure the Department of State that it's prepared to receive each refugee that they match with their agency. And after that, there is that's called the medical clearance. In the medical clearance, prior to coming to the United States, all refugees are medically screened by the healthcare professional working for the U.S. government. The screening identifies medical conditions that require follow-up or constitute public health concern. Security clearance. All refugees must undergo a security clearance procedure prior to coming to the United States of America. Also, all refugees will receive some form of cultural orientation prior to their coming to the United States, and most of the program emphasize on the importance of self-sufficiency in the United States of America, as well as that what to expect in the initial resettlement phase. The refugees' contribution in the community. Refugees do bring themselves with burdens, but they also contribute to the U.S. community. When they enter the United States, they will enter with work authorization card, which means once after maybe 6 months, they are allowed to start working. And the U.S. government expects everybody in the working age to find a job soon after 6 months once they've secured all their documents, which include employment authorization and social security cards. Many states have designated agencies that will receive state funds to help refugees to find work. This function is usually coordinated by the state refugee coordinator. Refugee can apply for permanent residence, alien, PRA, status, commonly known as green card, after they've been in the United States for almost a year. Also, refugees can apply for United States refugee citizenship soon after they've been here for 5 years. According to the USCIS, less than 80% of around 80%, 80,000 people, refugees were resettled in the US according to the presidential determination. And as you can see from the second chart, Texas received most refugees in 2014, like 7,000 something, and the chart is self-explanatory. As President Dwight Eisenhower said, as long as there is refugees, we cannot ignore them. So refugees today, there are many of them, and most of them are bringing a lot of contribution to their country. We have scientists who have been refugees. We have most of them who own business and they buy houses and they pay their tax. And the good thing is that the U.S. government, both Republican and Democrats, have been able to understand that this government has to welcome refugees. And so, just like the president said, we cannot afford to ignore them. Thank you. How many minutes?